Hey everybody, it's Tahofren again on the Blood Oyster Cult channel for another unboxing video. Today is going to be a little bit different because I've got something special that I'm really excited about. And with me in the background, I've got Chaz in case he wants to chime in because he is the one that introduced me to this wonderful website.
Now, I just want to
So
make sure that Mark, if he can hear me, I'm sorry. I did not know how much of y'all's income was going to go to customizable
here,
figurines.
he still doesn't know. And this will probably be one of the videos that I don't let him watch.
Never mind, it's free.
Free. No.
These figurines are free for people named DeHoffrin who live in the house that DeHoffrin lives in. So that's how that works.
So for people who don't know what Hero Forge is, you can see on my screen, it's basically a miniature, design your own miniature, customize it for whatever campaign you're doing. D&D, Pathfinder, homebrews. If you want specific vision in your head that you can't find in store or online, this is the place you can go. They've got humans, elves, half elves, Chaz's favorite, dwarfs.
Well, that's because they're the best.
Elementals, and they just started off with a few simple ones like gnome and half orc, but then they started going uber crazy with canines, rat folk, kobolds,
Are garbage.
the nagas, serpent folk, frog folk, dog people, giant infernals. Now these are extra large. This is a new feature or new add-on that they had. These guys look at that, Chaz.
Well, see, that from a DM, that's actually really legit. I like that.
Yeah. Infernals, Celestials.
Oh my gosh. I can see it right now. A new character idea for DeHoffrin. An infernal and an angel version of each other.
Well, I'll show you. I haven't bought this one yet, but one of the ones I was playing with, those extra large, I named him Fabulous.
Okay, how do the people at work not know this about you? Like, what?
I know.
What?
But look at him. Isn't he fabulous? Daisy Dukes, high heels.
He's not fabulous. He's fierce.
Fierce, yeah.
He is fierce.
So I'll do a quick.
Is that elephant people as well?
Yes.
Now, what elephant person has like? Oh snap! That's fabulous.
Don't save.
Now think about with the elephant person in the gay community with a trunk like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Lanta.
So it's very basic. You start first. You pick your race, and then you've got options for heads. And to me, they're all semi-similar. There's a few differences with the sizes and the shape of the nose, and you go from rough to soften up your features. You're going to add on ears, and if you choose human, but you want your human to have elf ears or dog ears, you can switch it up however you want. So, like me, whenever I do the demon ones, they come with clawed hoofs, and I never like that, so I change up to have human feet. They've got thousands. They've got tens of 20s hairstyles that you can choose from. Beards, if you got your wizard, if you want to make a Gandalf. Brows. Now, some of these you do have to think about when you get it home because, like these, the eyebrows with the rings in them. For me, I made a couple of those characters, ordered it, and I'm not that skilled at painting So those parts were very difficult for me on that small scale. They also have beast teeth, orc teeth, chompers. Look at that. Vampire. Let's take
So
off the
that's gonna be
beard.
interesting. If you think about it, you're gonna have like with the full autonomous ability to, change all this stuff out. You have to think about it from the painting standpoint.
Yeah.
It maybe is advantageous to kind of compromise with a hey, if I put like my character look at dark and edgy with all those brow rings, excuse me, how hard is it for me to paint that and the mouth and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yep. And then you can add on horns,
Oh my
and they
god.
do different sizes and different placements.
Now how is that Oh my. You just can't stop yourself from going to unicorn, can you?
Unicorns? Nope. I want scales. And you always have to be careful. Like I tried putting back scales on them, but you could barely see it through the hair choice I made. But luckily, as you're going through, it's not set in stone, so you can always adjust it to what you need. Body, again, you can go. I chose human, but I needed lizard arms. He fell in a vat of acid, and now he's a skeleton. But the best part of this, what I always play with, is it gets the measurements. So you've got the height adjustment and head adjustment, buff arms, upper torso. And of course, what I always do is all mine have perfect posture, medium build, super muscly.
Oh. Wait, when you went muscular there, it just made their waist bigger.
Well, that's part of it because you've got your leg
Okay.
muscles.
The calves.
So it's up calves and your upper thighs.
So because I've got a big waist and big calves, I'm muscular.
Uh
I'm
huh.
okay with that.
And all my characters got a nice little pair on them.
A shelf, a cup for that shelf.
Yeah. And then we get into clothing, and they've got you can just basic outfits. They've got a whole bunch of outfits that you can pick through and descriptions. And if you don't like, you also randomize until you find something you like. But if you don't like their outfits, you can go individually and choose whatever top you want. Gloves, legs, feet, even masks. One of them I want is a skull mask, but like we said, with painting miniatures, the indention of the detail on such a miniature, if you're not as expert as I am, or like myself, I'm not that expertise at it, that it does give me troubles. So
No, you just said you're an expert. That's what you just said. If you're not an expert like me, because I'm the Hoffer and I'm
yeah,
the best painter.
I love that they've got gear is broken down into. You can either look at all of it, or you can go by categories. So if you know you're playing a bard and you need a musical instrument, you just go to the musical ones instead of having to dig through everything. Fantasy was a new one that they added. So they've got all the fantasy swords and any other type of gear piece that. And I realize I'm scrolling a little bit fast, but um, and then where is it? It's in gear. Where's spell effects? Not
Try that
sci-fi.
fire. The fire right next to the dove.
Spell. There we go. So this is another cool thing that I like about it is
Now, is
the
that
spell
clear
effects.
plastic or is that going to be?
No, that's the other downfall is if you want to do fire or certain types of spells, they don't come out. They don't offer clear plastic. So you're not going to get that nice little see-through special looking. But the add-ons they have for it look kind of awesome, I think.
The only thing I would like to do, I would really love, if there was an option where you can light up the hand or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
my
really
favorite.
neat. Like if, like, let's say for example, you had a channel running up through his leg that went to the
Legs.
base. So you can put like a little CR, like a little button cell battery at the base,
Yeah.
and then run it up through the arm, through the leg, and then through the hand. And where it comes out of the hand, there's a little LED. Then have the
Yeah.
clear plastic around. Oh, that would be so dope.
That'd be fun.
But the problem is, Dahafren, your husband doesn't play with figurines.
Yeah. He's more of the theater of the mind.
Oh,
But when you
no,
get
no.
down to
he is too good, too good.
Too good.
Hold on, how's it go? You look away right when I do it.
oh, sorry.
And I was like, he's too good for figurines. It's like only theater of the mind for me.
Very hipster.
I like D&D before it was cool.
I only like the stuff that's not popular, even though everybody else also has thinks it's not popular, so it is popular for us.
I kind of wish
But
you
we
guys
liked
watched
it.
this video. Kind of wish we were live and he just come barreling through. Like, how dare you?
And then when the bases, you can add on skulls. They've got a lot of random stuff. Your person has a pet dog. It comes with that looks more like a cat to me. That one is a cat. My bad.
I was gonna say it does say cat familiar, but you do you, boo.
Yeah.
You do you.
So there's 1,001 different things you can play with on here, and let's go back to my penguin. And so the other good thing about it is posing. They've got different preset poses that you can choose from. But you know what? That's not good enough for me. I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to go to advanced. So now on the mage hand, I want it to look a little bit different. Oh, that's new too. It shows you how it's going to twist it. Before, you just had to guess which each button meant. His arm, I want it out pushing up. I want him to look sideways. So thousands of different things you could play with. And also my piece was not in the spot I wanted it, so I'm going to move it around to where I would want it. So that's the quick nutshell of what this website has to offer. The new thing that it came out with is color options, which I got really excited about because there are some characters that I just really want to come out perfect. So you've got the basic color sets that you can choose from. Do body, clothing. And again, if you don't like anything that they have basic out there for you, they have a whole plethora of different colors. And it's like that old paint system, drag and drop to change it to what you like.
Now, okay, Dahafren.
Yes.
So obviously we're seeing your style here, okay?
Right.
Now, let's say, hypothetically, you know me and my color selection. Like, I like things to look the way the book has made them out to be. And you like to throw the book out the window and make the exact opposite. So, this armor is supposed to be metallic. You're like, perfect. Purple. It's like, no, metallic. Yes, you said purple. You know,
So
like
you're the
coffee, beer. Have you ever thought about
yeah.
making a character that's just plain Jane?
No,
Can you
that's
make a plain Jane? Because like when I go out of my comfort zone and make like I remember some of those colorful ones I showed you. I was like, I actually
yeah.
like, you could tell I really tried, but like, I went instead of beige, I went like beige, a little hint of green in it or something like that. Do you
Well,
have?
I guess you
Let's see.
consider Avacyn
Oh yeah,
semi
that's
plain.
definitely not. Yeah, that's definitely plain Jane compared to you.
Yeah, but that was because she's based off of specific styles and colors. So,
Now, when you make a character like that, right? When you go outside your comfort zone, how
uh
hard is that for you?
it really isn't hard for me because if I go out of my comfort zone and trying to build something else, it's still I've got an idea and a base design in my head. So if I'm doing a warlock and she's super badass, it's gonna probably be either Elvira or Morticia Adams.
See, that's the problem I have is I envy you on that because I can't. I don't have the vision to pick colors. Like that's one of the hardest things for me is picking the colors. Like I have to go onto like clothing websites and like what goes good with orange, what goes good with
Well,
green.
that's why this option for Hero Forge would be great for you. Even if you don't get by the figure that you're doing, you can go through, pick a color from, let's
That's a
go
really good
clothing.
point. I like that. That's a really good point.
You
That's really
find,
insightful. Thank you.
yeah, you find a base color that you like. Like I
Now,
really like.
I don't know what the hell you just designed, but that person, if I saw them walking down the road or in a D&D campaign, I am at first like scared to be near them because there's some shit about to happen. Or, or I'm following them because some shit's about to happen.
Yeah, and you see it's based off of cloth, leather, paint, plastic, bone. So his unicorn horn would be colorful. So I would
My
choose purple
horn can
again.
pierce the sky.
I'll do purple and blue. And so it's what bone they bone shading, I guess you'd call it.
Yep.
And then so his horns, I click on them, and it gives the white with the color of the shading.
All right. I think this is all great.
Uh huh.
I hold on. Go back to that. Go back. Turn. Now change the color of the pants up. That is a big booty.
Yes,
That is a very prominent booty.
they always got the base.
Got to.
All about
Well,
the
hold
base.
on now. Time out. You're in
Uh
my
huh.
world now. That is not the base, sir. That down there is the base. You are in my world. You have the rest of the world. This is mine. Let me have it.
Okay.
That down there is the base where the penguin's on. That is
Yes,
the top shelf. Would we call it that?
I'll give you top shelf.
Fair enough. All right. Now this is
Uh,
great. I love it. What else you got for us?
so again, the part of the reason why we're talking about this today is color is all fine and dandy, but pricing wise, basic plastic, which I've done a couple of them. Basic plastic's not bad. $20 for a customizable, I'm not angry upset about. $30 for premium plastic. Again, if it's a really nice character that I want, I'm gonna splurge a little bit for the premium plastic. But honestly, there's very little difference between the plastic and the premium. That if you guys just use this and use the plastic, that's gonna be fine. But you see, now that I designed and made myself a color character, the price jumps up to almost $50. So, and you see kind of when I clicked on it and chose, I'll do it again, what he looks like now versus when I click on plastic, this went lighter. So, what you design and create is not going to be the color and how it looks when you receive it. And do I want to spend that much money on a pre colored plastic that comes to my house? That is the big question. So today is the is it worth it unboxing.
Let's do it.
Uh, Let me get back off screen share. And, well, all right. How do I enlarge just myself?
You want to click on the close stream?
Thought I did close stream.
No, it's right there, in the middle. Or is that me? Let's do that. Boop. Now you're large.
All right. So when it first came out, I found out about it and I was super excited. And so I went ahead and we've got a homebrew campaign coming up that Chaz is a part of. And in this homebrew, I am a bard, a very special bard, a half unicorn, half human bard. That is very.
Shocker.
I know. So before everybody else goes out there and spends all their money on these and get them and like, is it worth it? Oh my God.
Was this the Kickstarter or was this the?
No, this wasn't Kickstarter. Let me see if I can get the lighting. Can you see any detail to that?
Not necessarily. It's a little rough. Try putting it. You want to try to put it behind your computer screen. The light source.
Oh, the light source behind my.
Yeah.
Look at you being all techie.
Oh, I'm learning some stuff. No, behind the
Too much
screen,
light?
like it's gonna be back
It is.
behind there. There you go.
All right.
There we go. That's not bad.
There we go.
Well, yeah.
So I'll send a couple of screenshots and you can add them in there. But I'm honestly not upset at this. I thought it was going to be much duller. And I will also show you guys. Let me go back to screen share.
Now here's the real question. Okay, let's look at the tail. All right.
Yeah.
When you go to your tail, how does the hair look on the tail?
It is not bad. It looks very much like a tail to me.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like whenever I paint, whenever I paint the figurine, okay. So like, okay, here we have the definition of the like the muscles on the body. How prominent are they?
They are very prominent, and they've got. Again, I'll have to send you a picture because I don't think I'm getting it quite right. But I've got the definition. I can see the abs. I can see the tail, and I can see the flow of it. And
that's, if you can see like the individual hair.
We can't see individual hair, but that's because it doesn't.
Well, no, like the green, the blue, like all your colors there. Okay?
Yeah, all the color, the same colors. It is, like I said, a little bit muted compared to what's on the screen, and it actually very closely resembles that. So if you could picture this in plastic form, they did a very good job about representing what it's going to look like once you receive it.
Now, I've never heard of electric guitars in D&D, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that one go. Well, I'm not DMing it, so we don't have a say so in it.
It's magically altered.
Delicious.
Yeah, that too. It's a regular musical instrument you would find in D&D. It's just magically charmed to look awesomer.
So overall rating, let's give it a 1 to 10. All right, 1 being 10. I want my money back. 10 being I've got my next one on pre-order.
I'd give it a 6 or a 7. I still think $50 is a lot of money, but I definitely don't want my money back. I'm very happy with it. Now, this might be I would be okay doing this once a year type of thing, unless there's something I really needed, and I might do it again. But now, for every single figure,
the question probably would be, okay, it's like going to the Infernal and stuff like that. Maybe there's a demon out there you created, like a special NPC. Like we did Tomb of Annihilation. The D'Hoffryn ran through Tomb of Annihilation. I was going to say his first real deep dive into 5th edition was Tomb of Annihilation. You played some games before that, right? But
Yeah.
not as much as Tomb. Like TOA was your first like full campaign
Yeah.
in 5th edition.
Well,
I know you've played another
in
edition.
fifth edition, Tomb Annihilation was my
Okay.
first campaign.
So the Hoffren in Tomb of Annihilation, like let's say as a completion, like you want to commemorate, like I did it, I ran that, I played that module. I want to immortalize that character because I mean that was one of your favorites. Is the Hoffren's one of your favorites?
Oh, so that would be, I would get a miniature painted for future campaigns based off of him because he was so badass. But if I'm going to commemorate a, oh no, here we go. If I'm going to commemorate one of my players out of an awesome campaign, it's going to be this bad boy.
What is nylon plastic?
2 times the size in nylon plastic. So it's only comes in nylon plastic, which is the first option you have.
I gotcha.
But it's
like a trophy.
Almost a trophy size of that character.
Now again, commemorative, right? Like, or
yeah.
let's say you're running a campaign. Let's say you're doing Descent into Avernus, or you're doing Dungeons of the Mad Mage, right? And you saw WizKids came up with, you saw the WizKids rendition of what's his name, Hallister. Okay, and you're like, I don't like the way Hallister looks in WizKids. I don't like the WizKids one. And there's no Nolzur's Marvelous Miniature that you can paint yourself.
Right.
So there's no option. But you're like, I want Hallister at my table when we're playing.
Yes.
Would you do this as an option? Do you see this as an option?
I do. I would spend the money to make that miniature in color and get it delivered to me already colored.
Because you see, I've got lots of miniatures, right? And I've painted a good chunk of them. I'm getting pretty decent at painting, and I'm looking at this like I can't see myself buying a character one because, to be honest with you, all the dwarves and stuff I've bought are
got them.
Yeah, I got them because I'm playing Jane. I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't need like the like looking at the green highlights beneath your purple boots with the yellow front part and then what is that? That's actually like a boot cover. The purple straps.
It's not a boot cover. It is a boot. It's a high heel boot.
Oh, okay. The green is the heel and the toe, and then like the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Someone's painting that for me. I'm not doing that. That's
exactly.
ridiculous.
There's so much detail to this one
that I know what to do. You paint the whole thing green, and then you work your way out. I would paint the whole thing green, then paint it purple, then paint it yellow, then paint it yellow, then I know how to do that. Like with the skull mask, paint the whole face, looking like the face color, then paint the skull by itself, then do touch-ups if I need to around it. I know how to do that. But that is just too much work for me to want to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, this does it all for you. And to your point, yes, I think for you it'd be highly worth it. I know Curse of Strahd is one of your favorite campaigns.
No, not Curse of Strahd. Tomb of Annihilation is my favorite.
Oh, my bad. You talk about Curse of Strahd a lot.
Because I'm not the right DM for Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd is our DM, Bleeding Psycho. I don't know if he wants me to say his name on YouTube, so I'm just going to say Bleeding Psycho for now. I don't know that he is the DM for Curse of Strahd, because Curse of Strahd, you cannot improvise. You're supposed to play it the way you're supposed to play it. Like, everything happens for a reason. And there's really no... It's supposed to be a good campaign. I've heard nothing but good things about it. But I've asked people, DM, they said... I might have a problem because I like to improvise. I like to go on the seat. I like to see where the wind blows. The players.
Yeah.
Whereas Bleeding Psycho is nope. That's what the book says.
Yeah. So people like you say, you've got 50 different miniatures you're still waiting to paint.
Oh yeah, Box of Shame's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have the time to go, but.
Well, I mean, if I stop being a good dad, I have the time, right?
Yeah, but
and
you've
a
got
good
that
friend
one
and a
awesome.
good DM. I'm pretty much just being a good person in general. I could go ahead and paint all these figurines.
Yeah, you
By
got
this
that one
weekend.
awesome campaign you got, and you want to do the big bad guy at the end. For you, I would highly say that this is worth spending the $50 to get that one piece for your campaign and get it colored.
You piqued my interest. I gotta look at this stuff because yeah, demons and angels are hard to come by.
Right. And to specialize them in any which way that you can ever imagine.
Now it'd be nice if like they had like a bulk, if they had like a bulk discount where I'm creating like a bunch of characters that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay,
That would be
cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
no,
something we
this is
can.
really informative. I really appreciate it. And overall, you give a 6-7 out of the character you picked. Would there have been
Yeah.
anything different you would have done differently? Like maybe now that you have it in front of you. Here, I'll tell you what.
Uh,
Close the live stream. Let's get you big again.
all right. Close the live stream. All right. Yeah.
Is there anything
So
different you would have done differently now what you
I
have?
will say I do notice that the eyes, I picked purple out for him, and they kind of look like bloodshot. So I would be careful about going extreme colors on the eyes. But no, anything else, I'm very happy with the colors I chose. And like I said, I went through it and I did the before buy look at what it's going to do muted. And I was satisfied that if it came up that light, that's what I wanted. And it to me, they came out even a little bit darker than that. So everything I did, and asking me if I would do anything different, you realize the best part of me playing video games is customizing the character.
That's all you care about, yeah.
I spend hours designing the look of my character.
Oh God, no.
So I didn't just put this thing together in 2 minutes. This took me at least a day or two.
Well, I noticed he's on your wall behind you.
Which one?
What's the character's name?
Hoffren? This
No,
one?
not DeHoffren. Over your right shoulder, your unicorn guy is right
Oh.
there.
Yes. I drew a version of him so that I could use it for when we do our campaign as a token.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely more details than I have done.
Yeah. So yeah.
Google. I went to Bing. I typed in my character like halfling bard, search, images, copy paste, done.
So yeah, took me a couple days to make sure I got exactly what I wanted. So no, really nothing different.
Well, this was amazing. I really appreciate you including me in your unboxing video, and you'll give me the pictures and we'll upload them to the video. I'll cut them in and stuff like that. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to say about it?
Share, it's awesome, and if I get to meet you, I'd love to design a D&D miniature after you. Call me.
I really wish he would call you. I feel like, but the sad part be, let's say she did call you, what would be your next step? Like, who would be the next person? Don't answer that because I want to be surprised. It's like, you've reached the end. You've met Cher. And DeHoffren opens up the new book, the new chapter. Okay, now it's this person.
Ooh, that's something I'd have to think about because after Cher, that's the end all to be all.
Touche. All right, man. Well, I appreciate this. I'm good. What about you?
I'm golden. Talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.